Hello. So this week, the Akashic Records have an interesting question for us. And they ask, where in your life are you leashing your desires? Where in your life are you leashing your desires? And another way to think about this is, where in your life are you not allowing yourself to want what you want? And I want to just pause and just take a minute to let that question land. You might even pause this and just take some time to reflect upon this. But yeah, we'll dive into this. This is such a tender question. Like, the energy I'm feeling around this is so tender. And there's all kinds of reasons why we might be inhibiting ourselves from wanting what we want, not letting ourselves want what we want. Or, right, there's this imagery of like leashing, putting a leash on your desires. And with that imagery, it's like if your desire was like a sweet little puppy and it was on a short leash, it might be like, oh, nope, like, don't go over there. Like, oh, don't sniff that thing. Like, oh, don't eat that thing. Like, stay here, stay close so I can keep an eye on you. And so, like, really just like holding that imagery of like, oh, what is the relationship we have with our desire? Are we keeping it on a short leash? And right, there are so many reasons why it might be that way, right? If we do find that, oh yeah, we kind of keep our desires close. We don't really let them get too big or too out there. We don't let them stray too far from what we believe is possible, perhaps, or what we believe we're allowed to want or allowed to have. We keep them close and we keep them small. If that's the case, it might be supportive to explore why, right? To dive into why that is. And that's not really the focus of this inquiry right now. So that is definitely, it could be very valuable to do that. And right now, what the records are doing is they're just inviting us to notice, is that the case? Are our desires leashed? Are they contained? Are we controlling them and pulling them in a specific way? And what they're asking underneath that, if that's true, the thing that they're asking us to look at underneath that is, do we trust our desires? And again, there's like so much tenderness in this question. Do you trust your desires? And what does that even mean to you? Right? What does it mean? Do you trust that your desires are safe? Do you trust that it's okay, it's safe to want what you want? Do you trust that your desires will not lead you astray? And when I'm describing desire, I'm not talking about every whim fancy that we have, but I'm talking about the deep ones, right? The deep desires, what our deep self really yearns for. And with those desires, do you trust them as safe guidance? Do you trust them as worthy of your attention? Do you trust them to be good? Or is there some shame around wanting what you want, and perhaps that's why you keep them small and close and there's a short leash on the desire, because there's shame or fear around even admitting to yourself what it is that you want. And this imagery of, right, if we're kind of relating to our desire as like a sweet puppy, a sweet dog, and it's on a leash, it's like, what if this this desire wasn't a mischievous little puppy? What if it was like a really intelligent dog? And if this dog imagery is not working for you, I totally get it. But this is what's coming through, so I'm speaking to it. So I hope that we can just like play in this. But it's like, what if you could unleash that dog and trust that it might go explore, but it's not going to run away? What if it was like this dog that you like worked in tandem with, and instead of like walking through a park or something like that, you're walking through like this forest, and this dog is actually helping you navigate. It was bred, it was made to do this thing. It was made to help you navigate where it is you're meant to go. What if we related to our desire that way, as this intelligent being that's collaborating with us, that is guiding us, that's actually going out bravely a few steps ahead of us and exploring for us on our behalf to say, oh, I thought it might be over here, but actually the path is this way. Or, ooh, I thought it was over here. Let's go look at what this thing is. But actually, no, I don't want that, or I don't like that, or it's not safe. And so what if we related? What would it be like? That's the question. What would it be like if we related to our desire in that way, as something that we don't have to put a leash on, but actually by unleashing it, we are more safe. By letting it be free to go where it genuinely wants to go, where it knows intuitively where to go. It's smart. If we treat our desire as intelligent, we're more safe, we're more guided, we're more held, we're more supported. Because our desire is then, if we're not reining it in, tethering it, holding it so tightly on the leash, if we trust it enough to let it explore on its own, unleashed, what might it find? It might find a new way for us. It might show us that it looks a little brambly over here, but actually there's a clear path underneath. It's easy to kind of like just move these things out of the way and go. It might show us, it might reveal that perceived blocks are actually not blocking us at all. It might reveal things that we didn't know in our conscious mind. It's letting something else lead, letting a different kind of intelligence lead, and savoring, enjoying, cherishing, gratefully listening to the guidance that it's offering us. So that's the inquiry for today. Are you leashing your desires? Are you not letting yourself want what you really want? And if that's the case, what would it be like to unleash them? What would it be like to trust your desires as intelligent guidance, not just safe guidance, but intelligent, wise guidance that is helping you navigate your unique path? So that's where I'm going to leave you for today. And if you spend time contemplating this, I would love to know what this sparks in you, if this resonates, if you liked the dog metaphor or not. Let me know. You can leave a comment on this video, or you can send me a message on my website, minaruchi.com. And until next time, I'm wishing you well. Namaste.